Morning everyone, and today's recipe is Jamaican mutton soup. So in here I have, it's actually diced lamb I'm using. So I have just under 1.5 kilos of diced lamb, which I am browning with my usual seasonal all-purpose seasoning and 2 lamb stock pots. Then I've got 2 pressure cookers going. So I've got my Ninja and my good old pressure cooker. In there is a good tin of vegetable soup, some chopped carrots, some lentils, a splash of chilli sauce. Exactly the same in this one. And then to that I will add some diced potato, not too small because you don't want them mushy in your pressure cooker. So this is potatoes, kindly chopped by Carl. And also he chopped the carrots, so I'm just going to add some of the potatoes in that pot and some in this pot. I'm making 2 lots because there's a lot of us for feed for this, so there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are going to be eating this, so yeah, hence why there's so much. I've also added a sprinkle of thyme in there and a dollop of garlic paste. Very technical term, dollop. And I will just brown that all off, and then I will show you the next steps. Browning that, I'm going to make titty dumplings. Now they are Jamaican dumplings, but my dad calls them titty dumplings because he seems to think if you make them a bit pointed they look like boobs or nipples. I don't know, that's just my dad. But in this bowl I'm going to add 2 cups of plain flour and a 1/3 cup of water and a good pinch of salt. That's all there are for Jamaican dumplings, nothing else. Right, so that's the flour and the water in there. I'm just going to get some salt. Just add a sprinkle of salt. Now, I'm making this like my dad. So when you've mixed this all up, you taste a bit of the dough. That way you can tell if you need more salt or if it's just right. Right, so that's my lamb all browned. Okay, so I'm going to split this into 2 between the 2 pressure cookers. Okay, so I've now made the dough. So it's basically, I've tasted it. I know there's enough salt in there. It is basically flour and water and a pinch of salt. I'll cover that in cling film and just leave it to one side because it doesn't go in until the soup is nearly done. Right, I've put the meat in the 2 pressure cookers. Now I'm just going to add some onion into that one and some onion into that one. There's a bit of onion, it doesn't want to go in. Okay, then I'm going to top it off and cover it with plain water because the stock cube is already in there. Make sure there's enough water because you don't want your pressure cookers running dry. There you go, so the meat and everything is covered. And sorry about the noise in the background. One's the washing machine you can hear, the other one is the bread maker, and I'm making a cheese and onion loaf to go with it. Just a little bit different. I'm going to put the lids on. Number 1 is on, just lock it. Make sure the lid's locked. There you go, so that's good old pressure cooker. Next is my big boy, which is my Ninja. Okay, so that's on. You can see that this Ninja is also an air fryer. So this is the air fryer lid that unfortunately you just lift up because it doesn't attach. So you just lift that up and you put the pressure cooker lid on, making sure you've got your knob on seal and not on vent. And then you play with the buttons. So turn it off like you just saw me do. I'll turn it back on and then select all the bits I need. Okay, so I've set the temperature to high and the time has gone off. I'm going to set the temperature to 2 hours. I can change it, go down, to open it and test it and then put it back on. So that's all on, it's on pressure. Put it on to start. So yeah, that will just go around till it reaches temperature this one's already starting to bubble. I can hear it. And yeah, go and have a cup of tea. So the soup's all done, if you can see. I'll go that way. And if you want it a little thicker, you get a spoon. If you want it a little thicker, you can add some corn flour, but by an hour that will naturally thicken up anyway because of the orange lentils. So there's the soup, and if we go over here, there is my cheese and onion bread that yes, it's just very nice and soft and still warm, so I can't wait to tuck in.